Dear students, today again I am going to give you one classes. In my last class, I discussed about the federal system of India. Today I am going to discuss the parliamentary democracy in India will be discussed today. So, dear students, you will have to be attentive. You will have to cooperate with us. But till today, you are not cooperating with us. You are being benefited or not. So, till today, we cannot say this one. But we are trying our level best. Though this system, it is applied by us newly. For the first time, we have started this system. So, there may have some weakness. But we should try to remove our weaknesses within very short, but your valuable comments will be necessary for us to remove our faults. Okay, dear students, so today will be discussed the parliamentary democracy in India. But in last class I discussed the federal system of India. Today the parliamentary democracy, in India will be discussed today. This parliamentary democracy in India will be discussed. But before going to know about the parliamentary democracy in India, what is parliamentary democracy, it is very important to know. So without knowing that one, you should not get the full conception about the parliamentary democracy. What is parliamentary system? So parliamentary democracy is such an administrative system whereby the highest power is vested in a body which is constituted by the representatives of the people. So here the parliamentary democracy is such an administrative system whereby the highest administrative power the parliamentary democracy is such an administrative system whereby the highest administrative power is vested in a body which is constituted with the people's representative. Dear students, The parliamentary system is such an administrative system whereby the highest administrative power is vested in a body which is constituted with the people's representatives. The government, that means directly we can say this one, the government, the parliamentary system is such an administrative system whereby the highest administrative power is vested in a body which is the body which is formed by the representatives of the common people, which is represented by the common people means, say we elect our representatives at the time of election. At the time of election, some representatives are elected by the people, and those are the representatives of the people, and together they form the parliament, the government, and this system is known as the parliamentary system in India. Say in each and every 5 years elections are held, so you know about the elections and how do we elect our representatives at the time of elections. Perhaps you have gained some knowledge about the elections. So in elections, representatives are elected by the common people. So many more competitors take part in a general election, but one of the candidate who gets majority votes, he is elected by the common people from a particular constituency, and he will be the representative of that constituency, and many more representatives will be elected from different regions, and all together they should form the government, and that will be the parliamentary system of India, and that will be the parliament. So in our parliamentary system they are having two houses. Our parliamentary system, say question may be given, what is parliamentary democracy in India, or what is parliamentary system? What is parliamentary system, or what is parliamentary democracy? So the answer will be the parliamentary democracy is such an administrative system whereby the highest administrative power is vested in a body which is constituted with the people's representatives. It will be your answer if the question is given what is parliamentary democracy or what is parliamentary system. Okay, so this one you answer, you right now. Next, so our parliamentary system, it is different. In India it is known as parliament. Again in England also this system is also known as parliamentary system, but this system is known as Congress in USA. In USA they are not having the parliamentary system or not having the parliament. There it is said as Congress. In our parliamentary system they are having two houses, namely the House of People, Lok Sabha. Another one, Council of States. Council of States, Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. These two houses are there in Indian parliamentary system. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that means House of People, that is Lok Sabha, and Council of States, that is Rajya Sabha. And the president, Indian president, the president of India is a part of the parliament. In short, we can say the parliamentary system, the system where the powers are vested in the body which is constituted by the people. Again directly it can be said where, say, the democratic system or the parliamentary system where the parliament is given utmost importance, and that system is known as parliamentary system. So it can be said shortly, but if you are given to write what is parliamentary system, then you will have to give the answer which is given before. the system where have we yes the parliamentary democracy is such an administrative system which I have given in written before. They are having two houses, the House of People and the Council of States, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So in pre-independent period also, the parliamentary system was given by the Britishers according to Government of India Act 1935. In pre-independent period, again in the post-independent period, this parliamentary system has been able to provide a government which is responsible to the common people. Again, so it can be said that our governments which are formed by the representatives take responsibility for the people and always work for the welfare of the people. So at present, so government, they are having the central government. Again, in our Assam, they are also having the state government. These governments always they are working very hard for the welfare of the common people because they are very responsible to the common people, because that government is formed by the representatives of the common people. When the representatives were elected by the common people, at that time they took the responsibility to do something for the welfare of the common people, and that's why all the representatives who are the part of the parliamentary system, they are always responsible to do something for the common people. And so in post-independent period, post-independent means, do you know not, they are having post-independent period and pre-independent period. Post-independent period means after independence. Our India got independence on 15 August 1947. From that period, this period is known as post-independent period. And before 15 August 1947, India was not free and it was under the British control, and at that time, that period is known as the pre-independent period in India. In pre-independent period, that means before independence. Before independence, also parliamentary system was implemented by the Britishers, but that system was limited. That system was applied in India according to Government of India Act 1935. Again, in post-independent period, according to our constitution, the parliamentary system is being continued. Okay, dear students, perhaps you have understood something about the parliamentary system and how the governments are formed. The parliamentary system, our parliamentary system, it is fully influenced by the British Parliament, but it is not fully influenced. Yes, at the time of the making of our constitutions, the maker of the Indian Constitution, they followed the Constitution of England when the parliamentary system was adopted in our Constitution. When the parliamentary system was adopted in Indian Constitution, at that time the makers of the Constitution, they followed the Constitution of England. Again, in my last class, again another thing I have said that one, when federal system was incorporated in the Indian Constitution, at that time the makers of Indian Constitution, they followed the Constitution of Canada. Again here in the parliamentary system, when the parliamentary system was included in Indian Constitution, at that time the makers of Indian Constitution, they followed the Constitution of England. Say one puzzling is there, the question may be given, which constitution was followed by the makers of Indian Constitution when the federal system was incorporated in the Indian Constitution? At that time your answer will be the Canadian Constitution was followed by the makers of Indian Constitution when they incorporated the federal system in Indian Constitution. Again another question, it is so near about similar, that's why I have discussed here. Again another question can be given, which constitution was followed by the makers of Indian Constitution while the parliamentary system was adopted in the Indian Constitution? At that time your answer will be the Constitution of England was followed by the makers of Indian Constitution when they adopted the parliamentary system in Indian Constitution. Okay, dear students, though the makers of Indian Constitution, they followed the Constitution of England. Constitution of England at the time of adaptation of the parliamentary system, but they did not follow it blindly. according to the situation, according to the environment of India, they changed some systems were Indianized by the makers of Indian constitution according to the situation of India, according to the India, the administrative environment, according to environment, social and economic condition of the people, the parliamentary system was slightly changed. They are having some differences between the Indian parliamentary system and English parliamentary system. Indian parliamentary system and England parliamentary system, they are having some differences because the makers of Indian constitution, they did not follow the constitution of England as it is. According to the environment, according to the situation of India, they changed some system from the British parliamentary system, and that's why, so I shall give the differences between the Indian parliamentary system and the English parliamentary system. The differences will be given in written. The question may be given, give 3 differences between the Indian parliamentary system and England, the English parliamentary system. So I am giving you the question answers. The question can be given different way. Say this way can be given, mention. Three differences between Indian parliamentary system and England's parliamentary system. Again another way, the same question can be given this way. Write 3 differences. Write 3 differences between Indian parliamentary system and England's parliamentary system. Again another way can be given, give 3 differences between the England's parliamentary system and Indian parliamentary system. So answer will be same. The 3 differences between the England's parliamentary system and Indian parliamentary system are: the differences. So how you will have to write the answer, I have said that one. So directly I am giving you answer. Number 1, the Indian parliamentary democracy makes India a republic. Indian parliamentary democracy makes India a republic. But Yes, England's. But England's parliamentary democracy is not a republic. But England's parliamentary democracy but England's parliamentary democracy is not a republic. So dear students, here having Indian parliamentary democracy makes India a republic, but England's parliamentary democracy is not a republic. How? How Indian parliamentary is a republic, but England's parliamentary is not a republic. So here having the differences in the head of the country. So our heads, the Indian heads, who is the Indian heads? Do you know? The President of India is the head of India, and he is also elected person. He is not selected by someone. Again, he is not hierarchical one, and that's why India is a republic. The Indian president, he becomes from the common people. Any person, X, Y, Z, any person can be elected as the president of India, and that's why India is a republic. But in England, this system is not available. They are having king or queen. He or she is hierarchical one, and that's why England is not a republic. It is the difference in the parliamentary system of England and in India. Okay, another difference is difference number 2. So perhaps you have understood how Indian parliamentary system, parliamentary democracy makes India a republic, and England's parliamentary democracy doesn't make England a republic. Perhaps you have understood, because our head, the president, is elected one, and their head, king or queen, is not elected. He or she is hierarchical one. Okay, the next, I am giving you the number 2 difference. The difference between the England's parliamentary system and Indian parliamentary system. The power and composition. Composition pattern. The power and composition pattern of the upper house Rajya Sabha. They are quite different. Different from that of the upper house of England. the power and composition pattern of the upper house, that is Rajya Sabha of India, are quite different from that of the upper house of England. It is also the different. Number 2 difference.
Composition.
Composition. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
PSI.
Composition pattern of the upper house Rajya Sabha of India are quite different from that of the upper house of England. Okay. Number 3. Okay, dear students. So I have given the two differences between the English parliamentary system and Indian parliamentary system. So two may be given two differences, or may be given three differences. So you should get in your book the number 3. Also they are having the differences between the Indian parliamentary system and English parliamentary system. So your responsibility will be to read the part and to watch our classes. We are trying our level best to give you beneficial classes. So dear students, you do not forget to give your comments how you are getting difficulty or easier, you are being benefited or not. You will have to give your comments, then we will be able to know about your condition. Okay, for today I am going to end my class, because within this short period it cannot be explained everything so properly, but we are trying our level best to explain everything. Okay, for today.